Hi everyone, my name is Desiree Loquillano, and I'll be telling you about my UI observation presentation, which is the Apple Maps. That's what I chose for my browser interface. This is the interface anatomy of the Apple Maps. As you can see, there is a search bar. It also tells you direction options, and we got some views option like classic map, transit map, and satellite map. It also included with the 3D view and map controls and some selected items on the map. On the next slide, it shows you some navigation, which is the zoom slider, which is really basic common on some of the navigation maps, and the direction that you can put your location and where you want it to go. There are view options. The first one is the basic one, which is the classic map. The second one is the transit map, which is shows you some transportations that you can use wherever you go. And the last one is the satellite map. Next one is one of the navigation that shows you drive option, and it tells you which is the fastest route or route, and you can choose what street you wanna go, and it tells you the details. For example, you choose Deer Path Drive, and it will show you the details with which you're gonna turn right or left, the directions, and some highways or tolls. The second one is the transit. It involves walking as well, and then the transportation that you're gonna use, the bus or train, and it tells you also the details of it. One of the options too is like, for example, you want to go to McDonald's and you're gonna search it, and it tells you for how many drive, for how long drive you're gonna take to get there, and then it will show you, if you click that one, it will show you the website, its website, and their phone numbers, and the hours, the what till time they're open, and then the address, the phone number, and the useful to know, which they include Apple Pay, and some of them do delivery and some reservation, and you can also see some reviews about the restaurant or the place that you want to go. The next one here is using Apple Map. You can also send it to your friends or some of your contacts. You can send it to your mail, messages, some reminders. You can put in the notes, and you can show it airdrop to Apple, add a contacts, and you can choose a place and to add it in your favorites. The next view is basically the shortcut of the main menu or the toolbar of the Apple Maps. It shows you everything, the zoom in, zoom out, the transit, satellite, pretty much like about the Apple Maps, like the settings. The last one is, it also includes if you want to show the air quality of the weather, also the weather condition, and the 3D map if you want to use it. If you're more comfortable using the 3D map and much easier to use, then you can have it. The weather, if you want to go somewhere and you want to see how the weather looks like or if it's safe to drive. For the questions and answer, first question is, what task do you need to accomplish within each screen? I would say Apple Map is an app with turn-by-turn spoke directions, includes interactive 3D views, also proactive suggestions, some lane guidance. if you want to use less traffic or want to go somewhere that is less or there's no construction. Also, maps gets you where you need to go. And this is also all-in-one app, and will definitely say one of my favorite navigation map because you can save something, storing a zip code, some city. You can search probably around the world or browsing and just add it to your favorites. Next is provide an overall introduction tour of the interface before getting into specific screens and interactions. In short, my introduction about these Apple Maps is definitely a great application for navigation because it includes search, which make things easy to find. For example, if you search restaurants, nearby spots are displayed on the map with colorful badges, and with the multiple restaurants are packed into a small area. Navigation, you're on the move. Maps helps you find a way to your destination with turn-by-turn spoken direction, some guidance, and which lane you should be in, and current speed limit. And along the way, it can factor in real-time traffic information, so you'll know exactly how long until you arrive. Also, the transit is actually one of their best, bringing you public transit information for subways, buses, trains, and ferries, and transit feature is customized for each city where it's available. They also have in their maps, you can get detailed direction inside major airports and shopping centers around the world. Apps within maps, it is actually with third-party app extensions. You can do things like book a table of restaurant and ride to get you there and without leaving maps, and also make a reservation through open table. For example, if the maps automatically adds into your calendar, or book and pay for rides using Uber. It also includes Siri. No matter where you roam, Siri can help you find your way. To get to your destination, just ask Siri to take you there, and Maps immediately guides you along the fastest route or route. And also there's a new foundation of Maps, which is being rebuilt from the ground up to better reflect the world around you. iCloud is part of the Apple. You just find your favorite spots on any device. Where you hear about a great new spot like restored drive-in movie theater or a restaurant slash boutique, save it as a bookmark in Maps. And iCloud stores the location you've bookmarked so they're easily accessible on your any device as long as it's Apple. And where you plan a trip from your Mac or get turn-by-turn directions from your iPhone, you stay fully informed no matter what device you're using. And also, this is one of the best they have is your location information stays private. So Maps helps you find your way without compromising your privacy. Next question is it easy or hard to use? For me, in my own perspective, I've been using iPhone or iPhone products in several years and I'm used with the apps already. And it is to use and easy to understand as long as you are willing to learn within each its application. And for me, I always want to explore and play around if I have this new app. It is not as complicated app for those who can understand and need assist. Apple products have their own called Apple Support to assist and help you if you can navigate their application. Share 1 to 2 things you wish you could improve within the interface. I would definitely say the interface is already created perfectly. It is all-in-one app. The designers created amazingly and beautiful, which the user will definitely enjoy and not having a hard time to navigate. Are there design choices made by designers that really help you experience? Definitely yes. The design that has been made by the designers help me a lot to travel and save time wherever I go. For example, lane guidance and suggestions if there is any constructions that can save us time.